Mark Vannausdle was on his way from his unit to the dining facility at the Olympic Correction Center in Forks when he took off on Sunday morning, according to the Department of Corrections. The 60-year-old was serving a 20-year sentence for assault and robbery charges stemming from a 2002 case where he shot a cab driver in Pierce County. That driver spoke to Q13 News shortly after the shooting.
Quickly as I could, I start moving, and he starts shooting me very quickly.
But Vannausdle's troubles with the law don't begin there. According to Lacey Police, he's also a person of interest in the 1993 disappearance of his wife, Connie Vannausdle, after her family reported they hadn't heard from Connie in several months that summer.
Which was not typical for her behavior. She kept in contact with her family quite frequently.
The case went from a missing person to a homicide investigation. According to detectives, Mark Vannausdle started behaving suspiciously and delayed reporting his wife missing.
Shortly after her disappearance, our detectives were able to determine that he had done some remodeling on the home, which included painting the interior, removing the rug and having that replaced, and also the selling of some furniture items.
26 years later, and the case is now under review by an outside agency that is looking for fresh information on their investigation and their prime person of interest.
They've made a request for a roundtable to include the investigators that were initially on it and other people involved in the case.
And this isn't Mark Vannausdle's first run at an escape either. He was charged with attempting to escape from jail back in January of 2004 after making a ladder. According to court documents, the ladder was initially intended for escape. Vannausdle told investigators he had recently changed his mind about escaping because of the risk involved. While Vannausdle had less than 2 years left before his release date, now that he's on the run, law enforcement officials want this criminal back in custody as soon as possible.
This man is potentially dangerous. If you see him, it is paramount that he gets taken into custody.
And so if you do see him, police say do not approach, instead call 911. As for that search that is still active, the jail has deployed their inmate recovery team and say they won't stop looking until he is back in custody, ladies.
All right, Omar, thank you. Let's take a live look.